off on the front row for heat number 2. Matty Boyd was scheduled to start on the inside of row number 2, but we saw that car having issues. The LS1 powered number 34 would have Troy Lawson for company, so it may see Lawson have that road to himself. Aldo Di Paoli returns in car 96. That's him on the main straightaway right now. The NLS entry, car 96, is joined by AJ Nash. We've got some cool stuff to give away from the Nash team later on tonight. The Colonial Freight Line's Castrol Vecton entry. No issues with the Iowa Now car this time, Jace.
No, he's got fired up indeed. So only a small field, but it's a high quality field to go around in this one. And if you go to the Motorplex, you would see all 5 of these drivers on a Saturday night.
Yes, James Inglis probably thankful Linton Jeffrey's not here this week after a fiery encounter at the final round. Callum Williamson is still alongside us up here if you've just arrived here at Collie Speedway. James Inglis picking up the win. And Callum, these cars just firing up here right now. No chance of seeing you in a 360 anytime soon. You're just going to concentrate on the 410 program?
Yeah, just concentrate on this Mains and Tour series with the 410. But just coming out here tonight and seeing these guys get around is just it's pretty cool to see. These guys I race with every night and get to see them rip around tonight. But on the front row there, it looks pretty tough, both rows. And you've got AJ Nash, who's a huge talent coming from the back there. So we'll see what they can do. Hopefully AJ can get this one done.
Well, let's hope that Manda's car holds on. It's had 3 engine starts and now we'll need to hold back this field of cars as we go green in heat number 2. Everybody through turn number 1. Aldo Di Paoli aggressive on the inside in the 96, and here comes Troy Lawson to take 3rd position off him in the RBH mechanical entry, car 21, but the leader is Manders.
So Manders, the WA Sprint Car champion, leads this one down the main straight. 2nd place, Iowa Now. Back in 3rd place, Lawson. Di Paoli in 4th, and AJ Nash rounds out the 5. They're all in the back straight. AJ Nash spin, spin, spin. Yellow lights come on, and we have ourselves a stoppage.
He had a monster wheel stand during the hot lap session earlier tonight at AJ Nash, and now spins and faces the wrong direction on the exit of turn number 2. So the Colonial Freight Line's Castrol Vecton entry will go to the back of this group of cars, headed by Caden Manders. So whatever the mystery was with the J&S Drilling Napa Auto Parts car, it is gone at the moment because that was a strong lead. Murray Iowa now running in 2nd, and Troy Lawson holding down 3rd ahead of Aldo Di Paoli.
So we've dispatched our infield commentator Morgan Melvin over there. He got there before the crash crew.
Got there before the car stopped spinning.
Yes. So I guess if you're ever going to spin and you're at the back, that's probably the best place to do it.
We had a twilight feature race a few weeks ago. It wasn't the best one for you, but what's your thoughts on this afternoon, evening format that was being trialled?
Yeah, I think it's great what they're doing here. We get to see the track obviously progress through the night a little bit more. So hopefully later on tonight the track's going to be pushed up a lot more. You have 3 or maybe 4 passing lanes during this night.
What's it like reading a track when you've got the sun half on the track and shadows in the corners? What can you do to the car? You just got to manage it through this part of the night?
Yeah, you just got to sort of pick where your car's the fastest. So you could be fast around 1, 2 and 3 where the track's not getting much sun, and in 4 where it's getting baked out. But you just got to pick where it suits you and suits the driver, and sort of work with your crew chief during the night to make your car fast. But like tonight, you see in turn 3 and 4 where it's a bit dark there, you just got to manage it with your crew chief. So it's how the drivers work their crew chiefs tonight where I think they'll end up tonight.
It's a never-ending story as we go back to green flag racing here with Manders, Iowa Now and Lawson on their way down into turn number 1. Nash has rejoined the race and already making the moves here on Aldo Di Paoli. Well, had to check up for a moment there as Paoli washed off all the speed, but Manders looks good out in front here.
He does. Manders leads him down the main straight. Another lap put together. Iowa Now 2nd. Lawson in 3rd. Di Paoli right behind him, and right behind him is AJ Nash. Not much separating 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th, but Manders is flying at the moment. Throws the car out of turn number 4. Last lap around was a 15.3. This time it's a 15.308. So a new quick lap. Back in 2nd is still Iowa Now, and Lawson 3rd, but he's got his hands full, Matt.
Yeah, Paoli all crossed up coming out of turn 2. Nash trying to buy into the argument. That could settle the 3rd position now. As into 1 goes Manders, Iowa Now, and Lawson, who begins to make a small impression on the ultra-tuned Cannington car through turn number 2. And down in front, it's still the J&S Drilling car of Caden Manders as he comes by one more time.
Well, going very wide that time out of 4 was Owen out. That's allowed Lawson to really close in for second and third. We've got 3 to go. Be 2 to go this time around. So the battle is for second and third now. Owen out just ahead of Lawson. But our race leader is long gone with 2 to run. Caden Manders last time around was a 15.0. His quick lap's at 14.8, which is very fast around here.
So nobody's going to catch Manders. It's not over for second and third position, with Lawson making the impression, but the white flag flying now on the main straight. And Manders set sail for home here, almost half a lap back to Iwanhouse. Lawson got something late in the race. These guys will move across the rows and towards the back for the second round of heat races. But Caden Manders, whatever the mystery was in the 60, has been ironed out, because that was a dominant victory from Iwanhouse. Lawson will be third. Back to Di Paoli and Nash crossing the line there with the 1 caution period during the race, and give it to Caden Manders by nearly 6.2 seconds in that one. Nice drive. How about putting your hands together, folks, for your reigning WA Sprint Car champion this year, headed by the Jive Man, Keith Giles, former 2-time 360 champion in Western Australia, heading towards the scales right now in heat number 2. So we head downstairs to Morgan Melbourne.
And that's one big thing as well, Matt. He's already got that 410 state title to his name. To have both 410 and 360 capacity state titles to his name would be a feat. Probably fit for Manders, who seems to really come on board in these sort of events, the Blue Ribbon events. Obviously a former Magic Man winner as well. But Caden, before we get into the heat race win, quite a few dramas going into hot laps. What was the problem?
Yeah, just the little roll pin inside the Maggie drive went, which is pretty kind of typical. They always get you at the worst times, so but we got that sorted out, so get cracking.
So that was a reason for the 3 push starts as well?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, just because the timing was a little out, so it was hard to keep it running. But now we got it right, and it feels pretty on song then, so we should be right.
I think pretty on song's a small term to use it. That car was flying.
Yeah, it was really good. I actually felt like really messy out there. The track's pretty cool at the moment. It's pretty racy. It's like dry, slick, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So I think towards the end of the night, it's going to be a good race.
For a car that didn't see hot laps as well, did it feel like it was quite balanced for those 10 laps?
Yeah, definitely. You know, these J&S drilling cars with Keith Giles on the spanners, they're always balanced. He does a really good job, and so do the rest of the crew. So hopefully we can bring this one home.
It would be good to have the 360 state title to his name. He won 2 national championships at the Motorplex and Kalgoorlie is where he won both of his 360 titles for the J&S drilling car number 60 as we get ready for heat race number 3, boys.